Bill Gates was born in Seattle to a family that expected him to follow his father's footsteps into law, but his life was diverted by a clunky computer terminal at his middle school. As a teenager, he was so obsessed with programming that he and his friend Paul Allen were banned from a local computer center for exploiting glitches to get more time on the machines. He was a brilliant but rebellious student. He scored a nearly perfect 1590 out of 1600 on his SATs. Yet he famously dropped out of Harvard after only 2 years because he was terrified the software revolution would happen without him. In the early days of Microsoft, Bill was known for memorizing the license plate numbers of every single employee so he could track who was staying late and who was leaving early just by looking at the parking lot. He was also a notoriously fast driver, once getting arrested in New Mexico for a series of traffic violations, an incident that led to his famous mugshot, where he is seen smiling. Even his decision to marry his longtime partner, Melinda, was a mathematical one. He famously listed the pros and cons marriage on a whiteboard in his bedroom before deciding to go through with it. Behind his reputation as a ruthless businessman, Bill has always been a massive book nerd, reading roughly 50 books a year and taking a think week twice a year, where he disappears into a cabin with nothing but a bag of books and his thoughts. He owns the Codex Leicester, a 500-year-old collection of scientific writings by Leonardo da Vinci, for which he paid over $30 million as he transitioned from tech mogul to philanthropist. He turned his analytical mind toward global health, helping to nearly eradicate polio and reinventing the humble toilet to save lives in developing countries. As of April 2026, Bill's life is entering its most consequential chapter. His net worth sits at approximately $104 billion, but his focus is almost entirely on spending it. In January 2026, the Gates Foundation announced a historic $9 billion annual payout, the largest in history, as part of a supercharged effort to end infectious diseases and lift millions out of poverty before the foundation's planned closure in 2045.